okay, there are very many underlying positions, underlying causes to that. Because I've noted that most people, sex to them is an activity. Yet if you understood that sex is not an activity, it is a sensual feeling, or it's how you feel about something, then you wouldn't struggle coming. Or if you understood that I am doing this for a fun, that means you cannot come also before you're enjoying it. And if you can't come, you have to diagnose the problems. Don't you feel sensitivity in any form? Or while a sensitivity is going on, your brain is not connected to yourself for you to be able to be releasing. And the same manner, if you cannot come in different position, it's going to mean that even when the right position comes, you may actually come before your due time. So we have to take it back to a place of understanding what is sex and what is fun. Because most people have, mainly men, I find it with men, because for them sex became an activity. If either I have a big dick or I have to spend there a longer time. Yet if you understood the concept of sexuality and fun, it is coming from a place where you discover a body or you discover yourself. So self-discovery is very important here, because if you have tried to discover yourself, by now you would be knowing that I can just close my eyes off and meditate someone and I'll release it, or meditate fun and I will release it off. So it's very important for you to understand that 70% of the sex doesn't happen with your physicality. It happens with your spirituality. So connect more spiritual than just the physical. That way you're going to be able to release or come. So getting back to a place of understanding sex and coming, what is coming to you and how long sex should be for you. If for most men, they think sex must be 2 hours or 6 hours or 3 hours. And then I hear a lot of women come and say, guy can be on you for 2 hours and you get dry, get wet again, get dry, but the guy is not coming. And for most men, they think that's fun. Yet sex must be an essential thing. I can spend 20 minutes with her and I feel blissful and she is blissful at the same time. So the key elements should be me as Bryan, what satisfies me or satisfies me sexually, because sexuality has now ceased from the activities we do to what we feel. So come back to the place of feeling. What makes you feel good? Because feeling good, for example, masturbation. There are men who say, I cannot masturbate. I cannot get a blowjob. Not because of whatever is happening. So I feel I'm supposed to be in charge. Then that means you're going to explore yourself. I've noted also some men come to me and say, Bryan, the moment I'm down and the girl is riding me, I will never come. Or if a girl is giving me a BJ, I will never come. It is because you've put yourself into a place of my satisfaction should only come from me being in charge, from me doing. So you have to divert your whole energy from action to feeling good. Be the president, be the king, and relax and someone serve you. So if you are used to the mentality of a shamba boy, I have to work at it. No, that's not going to be fun for you, because time is going to come when you're supposed to be in a chiller zone and a chiller position. That way you're going to understand and conceptualize the meaning of sex. Sex is fun. It's a brain connection. Same thing is, if you can't come, there are a lot of women also who don't never come. Reason being, because they consume themselves in making the men happier. When a woman consumes herself into, how do I make this man happy? So you deprive yourself of the fun you should enjoy to what the man should get. Remember, for us men, if we are connecting with you, if I'm so really connected, I can even put here and I'll come, or in your boobs and I'll come. So a number of times why people don't come. Coming is a place of bliss and place of ecstasy during the sex. So men and women also suffer this problem, but I've realized that the biggest percentage of this is how you connect your brain. So separate your physical, because physicality limits. Separate your physical from your spiritual, and then understand, get them together. Physically mean I can have my dick down, but I want to have sex. I've had men say, I feel like I want to have sex, but the guy is not getting up. And another girl comes and says, you know what, Bryan, I can be very, very dry, but the horniest time for me. And what causes that? It's basically because the physical part is now derailed, not connected to your spiritual part. And that's why I tell some women, just close your eyes and meditate, and then start doing a physical movement with your body. And she's like, oh, I am wet. Because she understood the connection between self and the physical part. Because sex, you cannot separate sex from physicality. Yet it's more spiritual. Me, I'm a Bible scholar, and the Bible says there's more to sex than just skin on skin. Sex is a spiritual fact. So because of its spirituality, we've got to also address it from that point. That's why you come back to a place of young men who say, man, I can come when I'm kissing, before I even enter. These are all problems with control. I can come before I enter, like I'm around the thighs and I've come. All the excitement that has come is because people don't connect sexuality to fun, rather to activity. So fun should be much more important to you than the activity, because most men think fun is being on a girl for 2 hours. Yet to some people, fun is supposed to be how I feel. It doesn't matter which time I've taken to. So from now on, when you get into a sexual pattern or sexual day, just remember what makes me feel good, and feel it more than activity. Actually, when you are there, most men, every time you thump and keep on the thumping, you're losing the focus, and that way it's just gonna be about hitting the road, go back, go back, go back. That movement disrupts you, and that way you can't connect. You can just simply put it in or feel it in and start feeling good about it. And whatever she does, or she's the one riding, or she's eating, or you're jacking, do not concentrate on the activity, because every time you concentrate on the activity, the feeling won't come. It is supposed to be a nicer way. Another reason why you may not be coming, because sometimes also men suffer dehydration. Dehydration happens when there's nothing coming out, because the sperm production, some men go through different series. What they eat, what they consume. Say if you consume a lot of whiskeys, it can also be a reason for you drying up. That means you have to, every whiskey bottle has to come with a liter of water. What do you eat to increase your sperm production? Because sometimes there's a possibility there's less coming out. And sometimes there's a possibility that every time you're engaging sexually, you're high or you're intoxicated away. That way you're not going to be connecting with yourself. So come back to a place of realizing that my sexuality should only be at a place of fun, not activity. Try it. Every time you try the fun bit, the person you're with actually connects with you more. Sex is a series. It's called a trinity. I call it a trinity. For the ladies, I call it a trinity. The trinity means the Son, the Father, and the Holy Spirit. But this way, you're going to say the body, the heart, and the brain. The body is the deep down, the heart, how you feel about somebody, and then the brain, what you think at the moment. Because of course some men have diverted their mind because they've been taught different things. Different theories are all over there to how to last longer in bed. So while you're doing your theories, they catch along with you. Because women say, the guy you can be actually having his own phone or he's Facebooking, but he's doing things. And then he leaves it there, and then it's like you're disrupted. Your mind is not connected. So the best way to feel good about your sexuality is connect yourself and everything you're doing. Otherwise, you will end up not enjoying sex, and it becomes an activity to a place where you'll be bored about it. As a sex therapist, I've realized there are many sex problems. There are many sex, what we call mishap or deficiencies, because everyone has a different form of understanding sex. But to me, as Bryan, I've learned that with the times people are suffering, people suffer for different reasons. You might be suffering with not coming, another guy is suffering with coming quickly. All those irregularities, they're the ones that make sex not fun for many people. While everyone is like, I can come 10 times in 30 minutes. I don't know how to control this. It's all because people don't connect with themselves. Because if you learn the control, in other words, in my language, it's what we call semen retention. It can be good for you not to release semen. It's good for your body as well. Because when you realize every time you release sperm into a woman, every time you release, you're losing a lot of minerals, zinc, selenium, that are very important for your body. So that means if you're not losing, it can be very good for you if it's intentional. But if you're not losing because it's a deficiency for you, we have to find a reason why you should get that. Then that means you're going to engage yourself in sperm production elements, stuff that help you increase your sperm production. Now we go into dieting. What you've got to eat to increase your sperm production. That means you're going to be friends with eggs. Eat enough. All eggs are good. Like boiled one, at least you can eat 3 times a week. Those are like 5 eggs. Like boiled is better. And then you're going to also get into a diet of bananas, sweet bananas, the long ones. They have very good bromelain that helps you produce all the feel-good hormones. So when you eat the bananas, sweet bananas, they will help you produce more semen. You see, it looks like a dick. Whatever it looks like, it treats. The eggs look like the balls. The banana looks like the dick, so it's going to be making stuff for you. The other thing you can also incorporate in your diet is walnuts or like almond seeds. They look the same, but every time you eat them, they help you produce more, and you're going to increase your water intake. Because do you drink enough water? If not, you need to increase your water intake. That way, you're going to produce a lot more. So if there's no semen production, you still struggle coming. And then sometimes people actually get to a place where they actually go and they can't have babies because their semen production is wrong. And as you grow older with age, like every time men from 25 and 30, their testosterone production begins to lower. That means you go to boost it, one through an exercise, another through how you eat. So when you go back, the best exercise to start doing is learn to do your Kegel exercise. Kegel exercise is when you hold your urine and release. Hold your muscle as if you're holding urine and release. The more you do that, the more your penis gets into a feeling of now you can control when to come and when not to come. But every time you're not in touch with your body, it feels like you're much more disconnected. So the disconnection that happens, we need to pay attention to it and say, now let's reconnect. I hope you understand that. So every man out there, you're struggling with one coming or coming quick or not coming. Get back to the drawing board and understand, if I'm coming quick, I need to probably connect myself and say, the anxiety code, because most men, the reason why they come quickly is anxiety. They're very anxious to enter the zone, the heavenly place, and they're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So the excitement alone kills off the ball. Some people actually lose the excitement also. Like, you're not excited about seeing pussy, you're not excited about nothing. So you realize, okay, it's just a job. And then you keep doing the same thing and you don't feel nothing. So you get to you've got to shift off the energy and put your energy into what you're doing. That way it's going to be much more fun and much more enjoyable. Otherwise, just in case there are many things that are happening right now, a lot of men out there, you go through different things, and every question you can comment in the section. That way we can help you discover all this. But the best way to understand sexuality is consume yourself into it, shift your energy into what you're doing. Otherwise, let everything around become. That's why some people play good music. Some people actually do things that make them feel good at that moment. Otherwise, if your sexuality is wanting, so much of the life you want to enjoy, because the best life happens when you've connected yourself to your body very well. All body problems become so much more trouble. Anyway, thank you so much for watching out as Bryans Naturals here. I am Bryan Ssemanda, the sex therapist and the NLP life coach. Beautiful times. Subscribe to our channel so we grow together. Thank you so much. God bless you. Ciao.